Now, did you guys hear about that Tory Lanez arrest from yesterday? He's actually out as we speak. Got released only a few hours after getting taken into custody. But I have a couple things to say about that whole situation though, so yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, Tory Lanez, as most of you guys know, has been fighting the Megan Thee Stallion accusations for some time now. Like most of us know, this Tory and Meg saga seems like this thing is gonna be going on for an eternity. That aside, what exactly happened yesterday though? Well, yesterday we got the news that Tory Lanez had gotten taken into custody in handcuffs after he apparently violated a court order in connection to the case he's fighting. So this update right here came in yesterday. This is what it said. Tory Lanez was handcuffed in court and remanded to custody until he posts new bail of $350,000 in Megan Thee Stallion felony assault case. Judge found him in violation of discovery protective order and personal contact order. Judge David Hereford, I think that's how you say it, heard nearly an hour of argument about Lanez's tweets and said some seems to be clear messages to Megan. He added new conditions to Lanez's release that he's in quotation marks, not to mention the complaining witness in this case and any social media. That in this case would of course be Meg. Trial date set for September 14th. So Tory Lanez was essentially taken into custody for some tweets he made. So you guys remember how a couple weeks back, Megan Thee Stallion was going off on DJ Academics after he reported some things about the Meg and Tory case. Tory Lanez ended up catching some strays from Meg. Now Tory responded to Meg on his tweet after she went off on him first. Good dick had me fucking two best friends and I got caught. He continued and said, that's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though. So I'm pretty confident this is the tweet that the court is referring to. Obviously, when a case is ongoing like this, you're not supposed to speak on anything in relation to it, which Tory did, and that got him in trouble. To play devil's advocate though, he was after all responding to what Meg was saying about him. I guess the court sees it another way though. Continuing checking out the update, this is what it said. The DA, District Attorney, requested no bail or an alternative, a $5 million bail, and the court rejected those arguments and increased bail to $350,000. And that bail is being posted now. Lanez's lawyer, Sean Hawley, tells Rolling Stone. So like you heard Tory's lawyers say, the prosecutors wanted bail to be off the table for Tory. They also suggested another alternative, which was that the bail gets increased to $5 million. So in other words, they wanted to keep that boy Tory locked up for a while and or drain his pockets, because if the court had agreed to the $5 million bail, well, Tory Lanez would have obviously ended up paying it because he's a rich man and he values his freedom. But they ended up denying the request, which is very good news for Tory. In the end, Tory ended up getting released on a $350,000 bond and drove off with his Lambo, looking pretty unbothered if I do say so myself. Now Tory Lanez got money, he's rich, so I'm sure he'll be good even if he paid that $350K. But again, on the other hand, no one wants to pay that kind of money for some tweets. This is the way I look at it. I don't think the kind of money Tory had to put up was justified in this case. I think the fact that he was responding to something Meg put out should have made the court a little bit more lenient towards him, but they weren't too lenient towards him. By the way, when I say that, I'm referring to these text messages that Meg put up when she was beefing with Academics for what he said. These texts are not new, they've been on the internet, but it was these text messages where Tory Lanez was allegedly apologizing to Meg for shooting her, and that's when he came back with that good dick tweet, obviously defending himself, which I'm assuming is why he got taken into custody in the first place, right? The fact that Tory got taken into custody for some tweets, man, tells me a lot about this entire case. Now granted, court cases aren't that straightforward at all. There's about a million different things that, have to happen way before the trial even begins. For this Meg and Tory situation, it's taken way longer, I would say, mainly for the simple fact that this particular story right here is convoluted as fuck. I think people forget that Meg has the public on her side 1000%. Tory Lanez, in the eyes of most people, right, he's already guilty. People have already made up their minds. Him getting taken into custody in this kind of fashion, especially considering what he got taken into custody for, tells me that they're most definitely grasping at straws. The law is the law, yeah, and I guess Tory Lanez violated a court order by publicly speaking on a case, but I don't think it warrants this. Here's the thing, man. If Tory Lanez was guilty beyond reasonable doubt, this man wouldn't be getting locked up for some tweets. He'd already be in prison with TK eating them good noodles every day. That aside, I guess we'll see what happens going forward. Tory was in custody for what, a couple hours? So I don't think this arrest is a big deal at all. I think what should be in the focal point here is the fact that we're almost 2 years into this story and we got Tory Lanez getting taken into custody and then getting out on a $350,000 bond as a result of some tweets he made. I don't think it makes any sense, but then again, this entire case hasn't made a lot of sense since day one. But yeah, the Tory Lanez arrest was definitely a suspicious one, if I do say so myself. Do you have any thoughts on this though? Like we covered, Tory Lanez got handcuffed and taken into custody yesterday as a result of something he said on Twitter as it relates to the Megan Tory case. What do you have to say about that? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and let's talk about this.